I've been here before. It was a rainy day, just like this. I was sitting down, eating hot Cheetos, just bored, looking at the store, and came across this weird game. So I plugged it in and said, you know what? Why not? I'll take a shot at it. So welcome back, guys. This is a new Let's Play of a game I never played before. I found this game just in the store and decided to just download it. It's called Chicken Police Paint Red. Now this is a story adventure, almost like a graphic novel based type game where you play the detective. And they're all animals. And I'm a chicken. So it's gonna be a weird trip. We're gonna just dive around in and see how this goes. Dead men are heavier than broken hearts.
I ran out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old.
What the hell is
My
this?
name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years.
Featherland.
And once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago.
The chicken
we believe in
puns are
this
strong in this.
wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong?
Words you should never say. Clawville City, Roke District. Okay.
Ah, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
She was beautiful. I looked in her eyes, and then when she stared at me back, it hit me like a deer getting hit with a car. I was frozen like a deer seeing the headlights for the first time before crossing the street. That's when I knew she was the clucking one. She was the nest in my hen house, the egg underneath my butt. She was everything and anything that I wanted more, and I had to get her before hunting season. I'm sorry. What am I playing? Okay. So, Basically, we're finna go look around, interact with a bunch of stuff. What are the old
Books
books?
I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Maybe people just buy books for decorations. Wait, what happened if I call? "911, I got a Dane in my office." The cops were useless as ever. Probably back at Dunkin' Donuts, sipping on their coffee and dunking their donuts in it. It's a sin, really. Like, who actually dunks their donuts in their coffees? Kind of clucked up world are we living in? Alright, let's talk to this girl.
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
I love these puns.
Let me introduce myself. My name
Ew.
is Deborah. Miss Deborah Ibanez.
Deborah D. Wait, she is a deer, right? Because Deborah, when I give it to never mind.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
Bro, this is some cursed stuff. Like, the chicken looks alright. It's the deer head on a woman's body. Like, somebody got paid to do this. And they need a raise. They're not getting paid enough. This is freaking great.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
She was beautiful. As she turned around, I just stood there admiring her back arm hair. So what can I say? I'm a simple guy. I love a little bit of hair on my lady.
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
Some deer corn or maybe apple crumbs to get you started.
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've got to have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
I thought you didn't usually drink. Bourbon is a heavy thing for you to start off. Okay.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
I mean, not really. Who knows how long you was in my office, dang. Who knows how long she was in my office, walking around. Coincidence? Of course it was a clucking coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning. I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever. We used to be star cops a few years ago.
Ooh, excuse me.
Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes.
I mean, We're animals. Why the hell are we even wearing shoes? Why are we wearing clothes?
This is one of the most beautiful memories from my old life, before Molly left me and took our daughter.
Wait, is that Molly?
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants. That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
I think it's about time that we get deeper into this hen house.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Oh, okay, I can look at my notes. Okay, the notebook. The notebook is a detective's best friend. Here you got a vital information about the case, the suspect or victims, and the locations you will visit. How does it work? Click on any text or picture in your notebook to read the translation version in your language. Okay. The victim, a lady, is targeted. Is target of some strange stress. All of them are written. Okay, how do I... Hold on, go back. Oh, okay, there we go. Species. I have no idea what that is. Special features, pretty and fragile. Nothing too special. She runs errands for her employer. The sophisticated lady, but I don't think she's from a particular wealthy or influential family. Further researches.
So, this is the part where the interrogation comes, like in those detective movies.
Correct, Dane, but this ain't no detective movie. This is the detective game. Get your facts right. Or are you gonna...
Something like that, Deborah. Yes. Legs that go on for days. Deep, dark eyes. Silky skin and voice. You're in big trouble, pal.
Okay, focus on what you know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. Subject. John Doe. Focus. This fella is rather suspicious. I need to concentrate on that. Suspicion. Impersonation. Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression asks on a new question. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the questioning is going. Keep it on the positive side, okay? Okay.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
We still doing the questioning, buddy? Who exactly are you, ma'am?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You stuttered.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown...
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
It's your first time.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry.
How do I choose the question? Oh, okay, I see it now. It's hard to tell when you're selecting it, but you see the question marks with the black? It starts to move when you go up and down, so... I'm glad I caught on to that. I've just been clicking stuff. Did you come alone? All by yourself? Tell me, what's your star signs? Yeah, let's go with that.
What's your star sign, sweetheart?
My what? My star sign?
I like to be unpredictable sometimes. It's an old detective thing. Just answer the question, please. You'll understand everything in time.
All right. The dancer. The answer is the dancer.
The dancer? Huh. I see. Thank you. This could be useful later on.
If you say so.
All right, what's the next question? Why did you have to visit me on this particular evening? Stop playing the Fragile Prey, Sunshine, and start singing. Nah.
Why did you have to visit me this particular evening?
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am, but I still have common sense.
I don't doubt that for a second, Miss Ibanez.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's also important to you.
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you are.
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant as such.
Okay, she's frightened. Okay. Ooh.
Were you born and raised in Clawville?
Why do you ask?
I couldn't think of anything better.
Well, I'm not from around here. I'm from Grassmore. Maybe you could hear I have a slight accent. Do you know where it is?
Because they eat grass.
Where what is?
Grassmore, of course. You just asked.
Oh, that. Don't worry about it. I'm not interested.
Huh. Do you like to play with other animals?
Sweetheart, I like to play inside the whole barn. That's the reason. Go up there and call old MacDonald. He used to have a farm up there. He knows what I'm about.
Oh, for the wild ones. Am I that transparent?
I'm afraid so.
Well, I'm a little rusty, it seems. Let's change the subject, shall we? Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
Natasha Katsenko. I'm guessing since the word cat is in the last name, it's a cat.
How so?
Yep.
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So she's that kind of woman.
The kind that makes my feathers in a ruffle. The kind that makes me want to lay her egg every time I see her. She was indeed my biggest predator.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
Okay, let's see. How did she get this address? What exactly did you expect coming here to meet me? I'm not sure his intention, but are you toying with me? I said, we avoided the point long enough. Deborah is hiding something. No question. Let's focus on that.
I'm
You know
sure
what?
it's not intentional, but are you toying with me?
I'm not sure I understand you, Mr.
Cut the crap, Deborah. You're a pretty smart girl, and you can't hide that no matter how hard you try. But ever since we've been talking, I couldn't force one single straight answer out of you. I'm starting to think I'm terrible at what I do.
I'm sorry, Mr. Featherland, you're right. I'll try to be more straightforward next time.
I appreciate that.
All right. Are you so sorry? All right. Let's pretend you never found me here, okay? Okay, now, let's see. This is just too risky for me. I can't take the case. Let's see. Do you think you're cut? Okay, let's see. Are you in
Are
some
you
sort
in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply things better left
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts. You'll manage it.
Yeah, and I have no other choice, right?
To be honest, no, Mr. Featherland. Not really.
Have you ever...
Honestly, very often, Mr. Featherland.
Great, because that's exactly how I feel right now, Deborah.
I'm sorry if it's too unpleasant for you, but we had no one else to turn to.
You know, I get that a lot, and it never ends well.
Do you like happy ending?
Not in books or movies, but in real life it would be nice for a change. But this is Clawville. Not many happy endings around here.
I knew you were romantic at heart.
If what's between me and my whiskey could be called romance, then yes, maybe, a little.
Yeah.
If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Featherland,
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm way too...
please, just think again. For me and my mistress.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Heh, smart answer.
To be honest, and tell me, what are you
Be
so afraid
honest
of?
and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him,
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
exactly.
Got a possum or a rat?
Feathery gods, help me.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Oh, okay, so I get ranked on how many questions I ask. I asked too many questions, apparently. Final thoughts. My detective skills have seen better days, and it's a miracle they didn't kick me out of the force. Thank the wild gods for small miracles. More important include new employer and currently significant other. New employer, Whistler.
Why don't you take it to the police?
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
Wait, what did she give me? An item? The inventory. Here you will store all your essential items throughout the case. What the crap is this?
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand.
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko, but there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.
Okay, so I guess next we gotta head to the club to talk to Miss Kitty Whiskers, whatever her name was. But we're gonna do that in the next video. Tell me, you guys, what do you think of this game? Because so far, I'm enjoying it. I like the whole detective music / detective vibe of this. And the animal thing really throws it apart, but I'm actually enjoying it. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment below. If you like the video, hit the like button. It really helps the channel out and help it grow. And if you want to get more videos like this and be notified, wouldn't hurt to hit the subscribe button, if you want to see more videos. And also check out my other videos, like my Life is Strange or my Kingdom Bridge of Spirits. And also, the latest one that I've been doing is Stray, the cat game. The one where you're an actual freaking cat. So yeah, if you want to see more of those, hit that like button and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Till then, cluck you later.